Okay, first up, you have the Ace of Wands for what this situation actually represents or is about, and that's clarified by the star. Then in your current energies, you have the Ten of Cups reversed, and then in your near future, you have the Seven of Cups. And then your challenge regarding this situation is the is Temperance, and that's clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. And what's recommended for you regarding this situation is the Five of Swords clarified by the Ten of Wands. So let's get started here. Now, this situation has to do with something that it could be like a passion project or something you were passionate about, but the wands indicate action, something that you actually kind of had that inspiration or that spark or that energetic boost where you're like, aha, I'm going to go do this. I'm doing this. So something that you have started in your maybe recent past or in your past that is currently obviously still going on now. It was some kind of new beginning of something, some new exciting thing. It could have been like some type of even like a relationship, because I think sometimes the wands, it's like kind of a little bit about passion as well. So it could be something, starting something new, whatever that was for you. But it's clarified by the star, which represents your hopes, your dreams, and kind of healing. The star comes after the tower, so sometimes it's something that we're actually healing from. It's our like the healing phase. So I think whatever new action you've embarked upon, in a way, was some healing aspect for you, or it's healing to you in some kind of way from some past tower moment or past like disruption or mess. So, but in your current energies now with it, you have the Ten of Cups reverse, which indicates that you're not happy. There's some kind of, you're not content with something. Something's going on where you're emotionally, you're not very happy. This is like the happy family card in the tarot, and in the upright, it means kind of, you might not have everything, but you're very satisfied with having what you have. But in the reverse, it indicates that something is not jiving well. It could be partnerships, emotional connections that you have, friendships, partnerships, whatever it is. It could be work. Some people are more emotionally connected to work than other things, you know. You take it how it is, but there's something going on that relates to this new beginning right now, which it's not really, you should be happy, but for some reason, whatever's going on, something is disconnected. You're not very satisfied with it. There's like disharmony within it. So, and what's coming in for you is the Seven of Cups. And now this is all about choices. Now, some of these choices are better than others. It's about kind of, you don't want to get stuck in a dreamy state, because I feel like with the Ten of Cups in your current energy in reverse, you might be like, you're not very satisfied. So in the future, you're going to start looking at other options. But sometimes the Seven of Cups, you have to make sure that you're not just dreaming about the options. You know, you're not just thinking about it, that you're actually taking action on it. So, but also the challenge with the Seven of Cups is always to really see the what's good from the bad. Like some of it is, what sparkles is not always gold type of thing, or not always a diamond, whatever the thing is. You want to make sure you're not dedicating or committing to an option that actually is going to wind up, it looks good on surface, but when you kind of look at it a little closer, it's a mess, you know. So that's something that you're going to have to, but you might feel a little overwhelmed, or you might feel that you have a lot of choices. So I think sometimes though with the Seven of Cups, I think it could be like a little bit more of depending on the situation, an exciting energy, especially if whatever you started that was kind of healing for you to do this thing, and if you, for whatever reason, there's something not really quite vibing right for you, the Seven of Cups in your near future might kind of help push you out of any unhappiness you might be feeling, emotional unhappiness or emotional like lack, because now all of a sudden you have like options and you can kind of play around with it in your head and think about it. But as I said before, you want to always make sure that you're really reviewing certain options and you're taking action, because sometimes you might start down one path of one of these options and realize it's a disaster, and you might want to, you know, put the car in reverse and back it up because you're not going to deal with it. But that's it's coming in for you. You have a lot of different opportunities, I would say, or options. Now, your challenge regarding this situation, you have Temperance and you have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, Temperance is all about balance. So your challenge is to be able to merge different aspects of yourself or the situation or your skills or capabilities, whatever it is. It could even be kind of dealing with people, to merge them better and balance aspects of your life out. Like, now this could be like work life balance or whatever, but sometimes I see Temperance as a little bit larger than that. I think, to me, Temperance, you got to come outside the box a little bit more. But I always see this person as like a very, a great bartender, but like a drink mixer kind of bartender. But you got to that point because you mixed a lot of drinks and some of them didn't taste so good or weren't so good, but you're able to kind of now play around with it. But to me, the Temperance is not really, you have to know that certain times when you balance certain things out, it might not work. So you have to kind of go back and tweak it to get that kind of flow. So something with this, I think, needs to be tweaked. And that's your challenge, to be able to kind of tweak the various components regarding this, to have it flow a little bit more seamlessly for you. And also, this Temperance thing, it's because the Nine of Pentacles is here, referencing this Temperance energy. So there is something going on with your independence or feeling abundant, because she works very hard, the Nine of Pentacles. This is how I see her. She's a very hard worker. She's built a lot of, she's created her own success. So she has some type of independence and she's very proud, and she's not overly giving certain things of herself. She only gives when she feels that it's worth giving to. So she's very, very stable, and I even see her as being emotionally stable. I feel like she's not kind of an energy that's going to get kind of like, like, what is it, reckless type of energy or whatever. So I think whatever you're doing with your challenge, I think the Nine of Pentacles here clarifying this is that if you're kind of more independent, or whatever this is more independent in some kind of aspect, I think your challenge is to maintain your independence or put yourself first in a way, because I see the Nine of Pentacles as always, she's coming first and then she's going to address the rest of the situation or deal with the rest of the situation, but she's always going to know that she's okay. So I think as your challenge is to kind of blend different aspects of your life kind of a little bit more flawlessly, you have to make sure that you're also putting your needs and your best interest at the forefront as well. Now, and it's funny because as we move on along this way for your recommended section over here, you have the Five of Swords, and that's clarified by the Ten of Wands. Now, the Five of Swords is one of these cards that I have, depending on the situation, I have a lot of different feelings about. Some cards I see as a little bit more cut and dry, a little bit more black and white. Like, I don't really see them as very complicated, but the Five of Swords to me is a very, very complex energy. I feel like this guy is like an onion. And I think depending on the situation, the Five of Swords could have different meanings. Obviously, every card in the tarot deck could have different meanings, but like I said before, some of them to me are a little bit more cut and dry. But the Five of Swords is this onion, a lot of layers, different aspects going on. And I really feel that in this section here, or what's happening here, I kind of feel like this is saying that you need to be a little bit selfish. And I think you need to kind of come a little bit more, I don't want to say cutthroat, but I just kind of get that you need to kind of come a little stronger with whatever this is. Because here's the thing. Now, with whatever new action or new thing you started, I think you started it because you felt it'd be some kind of healing for you, or it could even be helping others. It could be some type of healing even for other people, but I think it's something healing for you. And whatever's going on, it's not currently the energy or your emotions are not where I think you thought they would be. Because I think the intention was for whatever this is to be a healing experience for you to some kind of degree. Kind of picking up the pieces after the mess and kind of moving on and just kind of, I don't want to say coasting, but whenever I get the star, I'm at the point I just want to coast. I don't want stress. I don't want drama. I don't want anything. I just want to coast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had enough. I just want to, like, ride it out. Just, like, have peace. You know, no speed bumps, no potholes, just whatever, you know? But I think, like, whatever's going on now, you're not really happy. Like, there's something happening where that's affecting your happy life. You know, something's going on where you're not getting your happy life. And I think with all these options coming in, some of these options could be, I don't want to say more beneficial to other people, but some of them could be, yeah, more benefiting other people versus yourself. And because I think, you know, the temperance is your challenge here to kind of be able to blend different aspects together effectively. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you know, I'm not saying she's selfish, but she's putting herself first. So I think when the Five of Swords showed up, I think this is kind of saying, like, listen, sometimes to help other people, you have to help yourself. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, but you don't want to get screwed, or maybe some of these options could be other people's dreams that they're trying to push on you. And maybe this is kind of like coming in, and maybe this is why your Ten of Cups is not quite your Ten of Cups. It's like there's disharmony because maybe you started this with an idea of you wanting it to be a certain kind of way because you felt it would be beneficial to you, whoever, whatever, and now somebody else could have ran away with the idea a little bit or is interjecting, and now some of these options might not even be exactly your options that you wanted, but other people are kind of putting these options into your brain, and now you have to blend everything, and because you have the Nine of Pentacles clarifying this and the Five of Swords, I just think this is saying a little bit that you need to just make sure that you're doing what you originally started with the Star, with this whatever Ace of Wands, whatever this new action you took, that you kind of had, like, I don't want to say good intentions, but to me, the Stars, you know, hopes and dreams, you know, it's like healing. It's kind of like, to me, it's like good intentions with. I think you need to kind of, you know, you nudge it back into that direction. However that is for you, you might need to nudge it because the Ten of Wands is clarifying the Five of Swords, and I think right now, I think you have a lot of burdens right now regarding this, and I think that's why some of these burdens may not actually be your burdens or your responsibilities, and I think you need to come a little bit, I don't want to say mean, you don't have to be mean about it, you don't have to be cutthroat 100%, you know, but you might need to be a little bit more like, I don't want to say don't worry about hurting other people's feelings, because I don't think that's the kind of energy that's going on here, but sometimes you just need to be a little bit, stand your ground a little bit, you know? I think you just need to stand your ground a little bit. So let's see what else the cards say for you. Okay, first up here we have Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait. Now, I think some of you, I wonder if some of you, I kind of wonder with some of you with the Seven of Cups, if there's something that's going to happen. Because let's see with the Five of Swords, this could be like you having to be a little bit more selfish, but I wonder if there's somebody that you're going to realize is kind of being a little bit selfish and they're trying to give you extra burdens, or they are giving you extra burdens. So I would say if that resonates with that, some of these Seven of Cups might not even be things that you want to deal with. But then in that, if that really resonates, then I'm still saying that you got to be a little selfish and kind of not really entertain. I'm not saying don't entertain that person, but just kind of, you have to, I feel like for some of you, if this, whatever this was, kind of got away from you, this concept, this idea, this dream, whatever this is, this trip, you could be planning a camping trip and now somebody else is like trying to plan the whole thing, and now it's like turning into a mess and you're not happy because you had some idea of it and now it's just gone awry. I think, I don't know, I just feel like it's going in with the Seven of Cups. I just think something is going to show itself, because maybe you're going to be a little confused about these options, but I think like something will be kind of revealing itself in a way that'll help you make certain decisions a little bit better. Now, with hematite, ground yourself, and I really feel that's going with some of this energy. I kind of feel like I can't get away from it, that somebody hijacked your idea or something. Somebody kind of took over your happiness over here. I don't know what this represents for you, but whatever you started and with these good intentions, I feel like somebody's interjecting a little bit, and you might just need to kind of ground yourself a little bit, because I think that's going to help you get back into balance and kind of reclaim almost your power a little bit, because the Nine of Pentacles, she's very independent. So for some of you might need to kind of reclaim your independence and your little power and really assess what burdens are yours, and kind of maybe whatever's not yours or whatever you don't have to take, give it back to the other person or something like that. Now you have Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. And I kind of really feel like whatever this was, you had this idea to expand on it, and in your mind it was going to be, or it was supposed to be, kind of like something to make you happy or make those around you happy. But I feel like whatever happened, there needs to be a little bit more fluidity brought in, or there needs to be a little bit more of a even flow in a sense. But even heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Now, I just feel like I really feel like there might be somebody else involved in this situation that's kind of a little causing this disharmony. And it might not be somebody that you don't like. It could be just somebody that's kind of, you're having a moment with. Maybe they're pissing you off slightly or something. You still like them, but they're just, they're driving you nuts for the moment. But I think if you kind of discuss whatever this is, I think it's going to help kind of adjust the harmony thing here. And I think it's going to help you kind of decide what avenue is the best way to go. And it'll probably help you with kind of redelegating some of these responsibilities. Or if you're out of balance with stuff, it's going to help you kind of put everything back into balance. Now you have Dream, wish upon a star, and that's funny because you have the star card here. So I really feel like whatever this is, don't think that your dream or your idea or whatever it is has gotten away from you. I think you still need to remind yourself why you started this in the first place. And honestly, anytime you start something, there's always going to be some type of mess. Somewhere along the line, something's going to happen that it doesn't work out quite perfect. There's a speed bump, a roadblock, shenanigan coming out of the gutter. It's what happens. It happens to all of us. It happens to every situation. I don't think I've ever had anything go 100% perfectly that was going long term. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes if it's something that's short term, it just goes really well. But if it's something that you're committed to that has to grow, there definitely is going to be some kind of issue that's going to arise. But I think you just need to remind yourself what your end game was and why you started this, and just kind of continue on with that, because maybe this could help put certain things back into perspective and back into balance a little bit. Now you have chakra balance. It says equilibrium. All things work best in conjunction with all things. Now I think that this is saying that something is definitely out of balance because your temperance is here. And I think with the Nine of Pentacles, it could be kind of a little bit more of your independence or something. You're giving of yourself a little too much, and it's causing you this like unhappy whatever's going on with your home life or with your emotional life. But I think the Five of Swords is here saying that sometimes you got to be a little selfish to be happy. So, because this guy's very happy. He's very happy. I'm not saying be mean to other people. I'm not saying do whatever nasty things to them. But, I mean, he's happy right now. So, I think whatever extra burdens that are yours, they might not quite be yours. And you might need to kind of balance certain things out a little bit again. And you have love. Love is in the air, a great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. And I really feel like this is saying that whatever this is, it can go to the next level. And I think it could kind of go to a more of a positive level. But there's some choices that you're going to have to make. And somehow you're going to have to kind of regain yourself within this and regain kind of like, I don't want to say what you're putting into this, but that's what I feel like, kind of your, not commitment, because I don't think you're not committed. I just wonder if some of you are kind of almost like taking on certain other people's responsibilities, and it's kind of affecting either this or whatever, your self negatively a little bit. Now, the one who falls and gets up is so much stronger than the one who never fell. And I really feel like this is coming after the Star card here, is that whatever this is, I think you already experienced the Tower moment. And I think, like, I wonder for some of you, if you're feeling whatever disharmony is going on here, I wonder if you're thinking that you're going to have another Tower moment. And I think this is just saying that you've already gone through something once. I don't think this is really at this moment turning into a Tower situation. I just think it's like you're kind of figuring things out. But even with this Ten of Cups, even like experiencing this, like these problems currently, even if you're just emotionally not happy, I just think this is saying that, you know, you're going to learn from something. You're going to be able to get through this. And next time, if this problem arises, you're going to be able to kind of know how to navigate it a little bit easier because you've already gone through it once. And then for little Bob Ross, we have, this is not something you should labor over or worry about. Enjoy it. If painting does nothing else, it should make you happy. And I really feel like this is going with whatever this thing you started that was kind of your dream or your hope or whatever this is for you. I think you have to remind yourself that you did this to make yourself happy, because that's what I get. I feel like this was some type of dream, something to make you happy, you know? And because she's even happy, the Nine of Pentacles, she's very, very happy. She's very successful. She's very happy. And success is different for all of us. Some people, it could be monetary success. It could be success within friendships, family success. It could just be that you feel successful because you have a beautiful tomato garden. Success is different for every single person. So whatever your success is, or what success represents for you, or what makes you feel successful, I think this is saying that this, whatever this is, should just make you happy, you know? And I wonder for some of you if you might be worrying a little bit too much about some of the details, but I really think somebody's putting a little bit extra stuff on you. I think you kind of have, something's not quite in balance, and I kind of really feel like it may not be coming from you, the imbalance, but I think you need to kind of get back to rebalancing this out and reminding yourself that whatever this was for you, it's supposed to be something that kind of you enjoy, because that's what I feel. I feel with the Star, it's something that was supposed to be healing and enjoyable for you, a little bit low key, like, you know what I'm saying, like not something so stressful. It could be stressful. Maybe sometimes people enjoy certain things that are more stressful, but they do find satisfaction from this. But sometimes this could be something silly that you just started just because you wanted to do it, you know? Okay, so for your little affirmation card, you have, today I am powerful. Today my potential to succeed and conquer challenges is limitless. And you can do this. This is the Nine of Pentacles energy right here. She feels very powerful. She's limitless in her challenges. She can do it, you know. So I just think that you need to kind of remind yourself that. Now, so you have practice radical, I can't speak, sorry. Practice radical acceptance. Let me say that again. Practice radical acceptance. There we go. Third time's the charm. You be you. See, here you go. You just have to be yourself. You are yourself, so you really can't be anybody else because you are yourself. So just be yourself. That's the only way you can really be. So I think that if somebody was trying to kind of, I don't want to say hijack your idea or whatever, and you kind of, it's your idea and it's kind of like your thing, I just think you need to steer it back into the direction that you wanted it to steer it into. Now, for stress relief and self-care cards, we have from caring comes courage. Objective, to be loving, kind, and compassionate. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Repeat to yourself, I may be kind, I may be happy, I may be safe. You know what? I'm reading this all wrong. Oh my god, guys. I got a new camera today and I was like messing around with it, and now like I can't even, I was like, this video is gonna be amazing, it's gonna be clear, I'm gonna be awesome, and I'm like here just reading things that are not even written. I'm just making up my own stuff. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Here we go. From caring comes courage. Objective, to be loving, kind, and compassionate. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Repeat to yourself, may I be kind, may I be happy, may I be safe. Repeat for others, may they be kind, may they be happy, may they be safe. And finally, may everyone be kind, may everybody be happy, and may everyone be safe. Now, I really feel that somebody hijacked your idea. And I feel that you're in this moment where you're like, oh, you know? And I think you need to kind of come back and be like, okay, somehow I have to redirect this to be where it was supposed to be to begin with, but may everybody survive happily during that process. So I think this is wonderful. I think this really started out as something kind of like very pure intentions, or, you know, very loving, you know, a lot of love, a lot of compassion or whatever this is. I feel like it has that energy, but for somehow along the lines, there was like kind of a little bit of a something going on where I think you need to kind of take control, but you could do it compassionately and caring, but you need to have courage to do it, because I think you need to kind of like re-steer this in the way that you really had envisioned it to begin with. Okay, let's see what spirit of the dish that shall be with you during this time. You have the spirit of the Ace of Drinks, which is the spirit of the water. Now, if we think of this, I feel like the water is going to come get poured down. You're like cleansing this situation. So I think the spirit of the water is going to help cleanse the situation, because water cleans everything, right? So I think like you just need to not pour your tears onto it, because I feel like right now with the Ten of Cups in reverse, you might be pouring your tears out. No. But you're going to mentally like kind of cleanse yourself, and you're going to have to somehow actively kind of cleanse this situation of whatever mess is going on, and water shall be your help. I'm not saying drench the other person with a hose or whatever, but you know what, if that works, sometimes, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But you like really, I think you need to kind of I just wonder if some of you feel a little bit like with the burdens, kind of also even emotional or mental burdens of that other people are experiencing, and I think you need to kind of rebalance yourself, rebalance your mind, rebalance your activities, and kind of put yourself first a little bit, you know, with the Five of Swords. You don't have to be mean. Like this guy, you know, he's going to laugh about these people later. They're going to cry right next to him. They're going to all be sitting at the bar. He's going to be laughing at them, telling everybody at the bar how they lost and how they lost bad. And they're going to be crying, all upset, and he's going to be having a good time. So I don't think you have to go that far, but I do think you need to kind of have like, you kind of just need to stand up for yourself a little bit with this. Okay, so let's see with the other stuff. Okay, so you have for your dinner and a movie, you have Mexican food and drama films. And for the energies that you either need to tap into or be aware of, you have Taurus here. And Taurus is very like, they're kind of like very dedicated. They're slow moving. You know, they're about patience and kind of persistence. And you're not moving that bull. If that bull doesn't want to move, he's not moving. And I think you might need to kind of, I don't want to say be the bull. Don't move. But maybe be a smidge stubborn in kind of steering whatever this is the way you want. Because I think you need to watch that whatever these options are coming in for you, you have to watch that they're options for you and not necessarily options for other people or by other people or other people's ideas of what you should be doing as well. So I think you kind of have to, because I'm kind of getting that a little bit, I think you need to be a little bit more, really review what you want. You know, put yourself first in this thing. You also have Libra, and that's about balance and everything. So I think you need to kind of review everything, weigh everything out, because sometimes people have opinions or thoughts or whatever, and they're absolutely valid, and it helps you think of something in a different way, and it was actually useful and helpful. But sometimes, you know, sometimes it's not quite like that. So you're going to have to just be a little bit diplomatic. I think you could do this in a diplomatic way. I think that's how I want to say it. Now, you have Neptune here, and this is about vision, creativity, and illusions. And you also have Jupiter here, and this is about expansion and good fortune. You have the second house, which represents money, possessions, physical environment, and your self-esteem. And you have the 11th house, which is all about originality, humanitarianism, connections, and creative ideas. And you also have, this is number 6, the skull. So that means the special guest that'll be answering your questions today, Scorpios, will be Mr. Predicto. So think of those questions. He'll be out here shortly. So we have O, G, N, Q, 420, so 420. And to me, that's like a really good sign because my spirit guides have a sense of humor. So anytime I'm stressed out, I see 420. The time 420, 420, if I'm looking at something packaged and it says the weight of it is 420 or the price of it is 420, I see 420 everywhere. Every time I'm really stressed out and they're trying to tell me to like chill out, like settle down, I see 420. So some of you need to settle down. And you also have OG, which isn't that like original gangster, right? In those like in the songs or whatever. So I think some of you might have been the original gangster for this idea and this concept that you created, and now somebody else is trying to. I really feel like somebody else is interjecting a little bit into your your happy little bubble here. So I think you might need to remind yourself that you were the original gangster that started this, and you need to gently, diplomatically, maybe kind of regain the control in this. So let's see what else we got. Oh, and you have the fish. Now, this guy had a rough day. He's been picked clean by the buzzards and like the seagulls or whatever. But this is saying sometimes you get brought down to your foundation. Now, I feel like with the star energy here, with regarding this, I think you already were brought down. I think there was a tower moment that really shook you up, and you're in the healing phase. You're in the kind of like maybe the rebuilding phase of whatever this represents for you. So I think you already were brought down to your foundation. But I think this fish is here to say that now you're going to rebuild. So you already have your foundation, right? And now you're going to build upon that. And I think the way your choices and your actions and your activities and whatever you do, your mindset is going to help you now rebuild to be what you want in the future. So you need to remind yourself that whatever you're building it for you, you're building it for your highest good. You know what I'm saying? And that's not, I don't think that's being selfish. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish, but sometimes if you're good and you're building for yourself well, you actually help other people because now you're really strong and your structure is very strong, like, metaphysically, metaphorically, or whatever. Maybe metaphysically too. Who knows? Anything goes these days, right? So I think this is saying that you might feel like a little bit like this fish here with no flesh. You might feel a little bit stripped clean, but I think that you need to keep yourself in mind as you now start to implement or start to come off of this, whatever this thing is you're doing now after your tower moment, because I really feel this came after some kind of disruptive event or disruptive situation in your life. You're trying to move on, pick up the pieces in a way. But I feel like it's not, I don't want to say it's not going so well, but I really feel like somebody else is trying to get involved in your stuff here. But I think this is reminding you that you are the master of your own destiny and you're going to build your life here on out the way you see fit. And it's okay for you to do that. So that's what I'm getting from this fish. Oh, and two of these came out. So you have faith and kindness. Oh, and I love that. I think you need to have faith in yourself. I really feel some of you, I don't want to say yourself is getting a little shaken here, but you feel a little like, I don't know, burdensomed and everything. So I think you need to have faith in whatever you believe in, whatever it is, even if it's the tree down the street. I don't care. Whatever you believe in, have faith, and then also have faith in yourself. And be kind to yourself as well. Like, you could do this, whatever you have to do here, and I feel like you kind of have to take control, but you could be kind about it, but you also need to be kind to yourself, Because you have to live with yourself for the rest of your life. So out of anybody on this planet that you need to be nice to, you got to be nice to yourself, because you can't even get away from yourself even if you tried. Like, what are you going to block yourself? That's not even possible, So you have to be nice to yourself. That's kind of what I'm getting here with this. Okay. Here he is. Think of those questions, Scorpios, and we shall ask. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most... I screwed it up. Let me do it again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm telling you. Anyway, well, I screw up things a lot of times, so it's okay. There's like nothing new here. It's like my... Here we go. Here we go. We got to really stretch it out now. Okay. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most magical prediction device. The most magical... No, that's the 8-ball. I'm screwing this up left and right. Okay, one more time. One more time. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most accurate prediction device to ever run off of batteries. What is the answer to Scorpio's question?
It has been determined so.
Oh, so he said, just in case you didn't hear him, it has been determined so. Okay, there you go. Mr. Predicto is a man of many words, and those were the words he chose to speak here today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, month, year, week, lifetime. That was the wrong order as well, but whatever. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.